Hi guys, it's Erin with Therapy Care, and today I'm talking about speech intelligibility. So as children develop language, it's completely normal for them to make multiple speech errors. Many speech errors are normal, but only up until a certain point. When children are just starting out learning language, their pronunciation of words will be pretty rocky, but these errors should slowly phase out as they become more experienced talkers. So one thing with speech intelligibility is sometimes parents don't notice the severity of their own child's speech problem because, of course, they are the most familiar with their child and they have kind of learned the various patterns and cracked the code of their child's speech, where they're able to understand nearly everything the child says. However, when their child is speaking to another person who may not be as familiar with the child, they might have a little bit more trouble and they might sound a little bit more like gibberish, and the person might have to look towards the parent to kind of translate what the child is saying. So what is normal when it comes to speech intelligibility? Or in other words, how much of what the child says should a stranger be able to understand? So at the age of 1, talking is still very brand new. A stranger should be able to understand just about 25% of what your child says. And then at 2 years old, their speech should be about 50% intelligible to a stranger. By 3 years old, the child should be 75% intelligible to a stranger. And then by 4 years old, speech should be just about 100% clearly understood by an unfamiliar listener. So I do want to note that just because they are being understood does not mean their speech is 100% accurately articulated and free of errors. It's still very normal for a 4-year-old to make a few speech errors here and there. So for instance, if the child says wabbit instead of rabbit, they made an error on the R sound, but most people will still be able to decipher what they are saying. So if you or other people are having trouble understanding your child, have them evaluated by a speech pathologist. You can contact us at Therapy Care with any of your concerns about your child's speech and language development. Thank you so much for listening.